Plaintiff Michael Adams dated the defendant, but she claims they broke up after the defendant tried to hit Michael with her car. Michael is suing her ex-girlfriend for unreturned property and harassment. Defendant Shantae Bradford admits that while dating Michael, she did chase her with her car, but Shantae insists she never tried to hit her with the vehicle. Shantae is countersuing for emotional distress.
Start with you.
Well, Your Honor, the defendant and I met back in August of 2013. We dated from January to July of 2014. And everything kind of went bad when she tried to hit me with her car. And in fear of my life, so I kind of decided that it was best if we didn't continue a relationship. It was July, and I was telling the defendant that I needed to go home and get my life together, get my business in order. And at that time, when I was leaving, I was like halfway through the neighborhood, and I saw her approaching me really fast in her car, and I thought she was just coming to talk or something similar, and she was trying to hit me with her car. So I jumped out of the way, started walking through the neighborhood. She gets out the car, follows me through the neighborhood, and she's, ranting at me, saying that, you can't leave, you can't do these things. I'm still trying to leave. I jump over the fence, go to the next neighborhood, and this continues for like one more neighborhood. So for like 3 neighborhoods, she's chasing me with her car.
Okay. This was in July?
Yes.
All right. You all had been living together?
Yes.
How long?
For about the 6 months or so. We, in a relationship from that January.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is because it may have something to do with
Yes, sir.
you nearly getting run over because you moved in with somebody you didn't even know. So you usually don't know whether they're going to run you over or not in that short a time. At least give them a year. If they haven't run you over in a year, then maybe you can move in then.
It usually doesn't come up on the first date.
Yeah.
Run you over.
Right. I run over on the first month even.
Yeah.
They give you 6 months. Well, it was in July you tried to run over, but you should have waited. You had another 6 months.
Defendant Shantae Bradford is being sued by her ex-girlfriend, who claims she broke up with Shantae after she tried to hit her with her car.
You give me some background.
We did not start dating in January. Well, I guess officially in January we started dating. We started dating in like October of 13, and we took it further as far as moving in together in January. That's when all of that came about. I did not try to hit her with my car. I definitely chased after her, but I didn't try to hit her. Did I want to? Maybe, but I didn't try to. That wasn't my intention at all. I just wanted to talk. But because she runs away from every single problem, whenever there's an issue, she runs. And that's what we were faced with, an issue, and she was running to another girl, to whoever, like as she always did though. So I didn't try to hit her, I was just chasing her.
All right. What else you want me to know before we get into the property?
Well, after that, that November, we tried to make arrangements for me to get the belongings that was left at her home. I went over there, she denied. I was greeted with her and amongst other people, and we reached out to police. They told me that the only way—
You can't just pop up at my house and think it's gonna go your way.
Oh, okay. Well, it was planned that I'd come over, and when I got there upon arrival, me and the gentleman who was there, we knocked on the door, and they didn't answer the door. You could hear people in the back talking, and we left. We were walking out, and then they opened the door and then said that this is what was going to happen. We're not giving you this. We're not giving you that. We walked back to the car. I called the police. They come. They tell me, hey, we can't resolve this. You have to take her to court for that. So that week, not even a week later, she's calling me, telling me that my belongings were stolen and that I was the one who did it. So she's at my house ranting and raving, accusing me of stealing.
She came to your house?
Yes, in that December. So I came the end of
Just to tell you
November.
that?
Well, accuse me and demand that I let her come in and see that I didn't take it, or if I did take it, to get it back. Okay. And so at that time, I just wanted to get the rest of my belongings. We made arrangements for my mom to come that January of 2015. At that time, we were faced with the same situation. She wasn't able to give my mom all my belongings. She gave my mom some belongings. And at that point, it was irreconcilable. We couldn't come to any agreement that time. So that July, we agreed that we'd split the cost of the TV 600 and 600. And
why just the television?
At that time, I felt like it was a lot to try to put all that replacement or return value on her, since we couldn't even get to an agreement on how we get the belongings from the beginning. So I felt like it was a meeting of the minds to start the process, and I thought it would help this situation,
Where
but
was
it didn't.
the television?
Stolen along with my stuff.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, I still felt like it was her responsibility because when I came to get it, it was still there. And then not even a week later, it's becoming missing.
You
here.
believe someone stole it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
do?
I did
both
believe
know
the
who
story.
stole it.
We
You
don't.
still
We know who
believe
stole
it?
it.
We know who
We know who stole it.
Okay.
Now, I mean,
Who
this is
stole it?
hindsight later of the fact.
Who stole it? Someone associated with you guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'll get to you in a minute. You don't answer for each other anymore. She don't have anything to do with you.
Got it?
Keep answering your questions, you know, like y'all used to when you were together.
Definitely not.
Somebody asks you something, she answer for you. That's how couples in love do. Okay, and the last time you requested your things,
Was February 2016.
and what happened?
I spoke with Ms. Bradford. We had prolonged it from November to December to January. In February, she came with another excuse. And at that point, I left it alone. I waited to give her the opportunity just to come through with what she said. And she didn't even do that. So I said, I'll just nip it all in the bud and file it.
What items do you have? Missing.
Here's the TV, the kitchen table, 2 lamps, kitchen appliances, and my clothes.
Let me hear from you, ma'am.
When it comes to the TV, I did take full responsibility of it because it was in my possession at the time that it was stolen. So when we talked, which was not in July of 2015, it was definitely in December of 2015 because we were back messing around. That is the only reason I even agreed to it, was because, of course, we were messing around and she was whispering sweet nothings in my ear. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure I can help you get the TV back or get to another TV. We went looking at TVs and everything. I said that I would put half toward the TV. That is it. But it wasn't the only thing that was stolen. It was the only thing that belonged to her that was stolen, amongst other things that belonged to me. I lost a computer. I lost plenty of things throughout that entire ordeal. When it comes to her other things, her mom definitely came and got all of those things. I have a witness statement saying that her mom came to get all those things and she was there.
Defendant Shantae Bradford is being sued by her ex-girlfriend, who claims she broke up with Shantae after she tried to hit her with her car.
Why do you think she's making this up?
Because both of them are liars. Both of them are manipulators. They both try to get over on people. All she does is use people. That's it. But her mom came to my house. We had been texting all day. Her mama came to my house. She said, she texted me and said that she was on her way. I waited all day for her. When she finally got outside, she never let me know that she was outside. I had a cousin sitting outside in my car that told me that her mom was outside on the phone with the police. I said, for what? I'm waiting right here for her to come get this stuff. So when I walked outside, her mom is on the phone telling the police that I'm being uncooperative and that I'm doing the most. And I said, for what? Y'all can take this stuff. Because I really wanted to be done with the situation.
To your knowledge, what did she take?
She took a coffee table, stuff that's not even mentioned on here.
I know. Why
A
don't you tell
coffee
me?
table. She took the dining room set. She took the 2 lamps. She got everything that's on here except for the TV, solely because the TV was not there for her to get.
There was absolutely nothing left.
Nothing at all whatsoever. A freezer, that's not on here. A deep freezer, that's not even on here, but her mama got that.
So the only thing she did take are the things that are on here?
She took everything on here except for the TV.
Nothing else?
Nothing else. Nothing of mine.
All of her possessions are on here?
Everything that belonged to her that was in my house due to the fact that we had gotten into an
I'm sure of that.
altercation.
Did she have anything other than that at your house?
No, and she didn't have these clothes and shoes that she's talking about. I don't remember no clothes and shoes.
She didn't have any clothes and shoes?
No, she.
I don't believe that. I believe she lived with you, and so I do believe she had some clothes.
She did live with me.
Right,
but
so I believe she had clothes and
shoes.
shoes. $3,705 is your judgment. I believe she's perjuring herself. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff. Your claim is dismissed. Perjury. Bye-bye.